Okay, so once again, I'm out, I'm riding my bike, and there's a pressure washing company, and this time actually on my street, which I'm not a big fan of, I gotta be honest. So I had to stop. I've seen this logo everywhere. He's got a beautiful wrap truck. It's not on the trailer right now, but branding is great, marketing is outstanding. I see his ads on Facebook, so he's doing all the things, he's checking all the boxes to get customers on my street. So kudos to you. We're gonna do a quick trailer walkthrough. I saw this thing, I had to stop, I had to look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got some things on there that I wanna upgrade. So we're gonna do a quick walk around. We're gonna talk to Danny about his business and how he started, how things are going, what he's doing to achieve the success that he's achieved. So let's get into it.
I'm Danny. I'm the owner of Salty Softwash. We're based out of Richmond Hill, and we service all of the Savannah area.
And you've been in business 3 years.
3 years this next February.
Right, and my first question is always, have you been full-time the entire time? And the answer was?
I quit my job shortly after starting this. My goal in the beginning was to make extra money on the side, and it just kind of takes off like any small business. I guess I put everything into it, so it kind of took off. And after 6 months, I ended up quitting that job, so now I'm supporting myself, which is cool.
And you had said you make more in a weekend than you were for a full week, right?
That was the tipping point.
Yeah, that's always the tipping point. So this is a beautiful trailer. Like I said, you've got a truck, great wrap with all of your branding on it. We're gonna look at your sign here in a second. If you're looking to start a new business in 2025, How to Wash 2 is here, your ultimate guide to both commercial and residential pressure washing. From apartments to parking garages, roofs to concrete, this brand new 2025 edition teaches you exactly which chemicals to use, how to mix them, the equipment and processes you need for every surface. With over 8 hours of step-by-step training, you'll master techniques to clean smarter, avoid costly mistakes, and boost your profits. Whether you're just starting or looking to scale your business, click the link below for the Founders Deal, and let's get started today. So this trailer, you got it from C3 Skids down in Florida, and let's do a walkthrough because this thing is absolutely beautiful.
All right, so this is it. I just upgraded to this 3 weeks ago. Prior to this, I had a 12x6 single axle with a lot of the similar equipment on it, but it was 3 years old, and it was a trailer that I bought used originally, so you know how this trade can be. Everything was rusted and falling apart, so I decided it was time to upgrade. I also didn't have a ladder rack, which is a game changer, but I now have 2 axles, which is nice. I don't have to drain the water tank between every job, which saves time, and I have an 8 gallon per minute, which is efficient. And I go with the gas on the Softwash, and it has the electric start, so I don't have to mess with the pull cord, which is nice. One thing I recommend, especially for crews with 2 people, is having 2 supply hoses. So if I'm surface cleaning, someone else can wash the house simultaneously without running out of water.
Yeah, and you do have a great setup. You've got, like you said, the 2 water supply hoses, and these are all manual. They're not electric, which I'm a fan of manual because too many things can go wrong with the electric hose reels. You've got your soft wash, and then obviously you're doing some downstreaming right now. So the bottom hose reel here is the pressure washing hose. Everything is fed beautifully. The plumbing and all the electrical is done well. The guys down at C3, Casey, does a great job building these things. Got an aluminum gas tank. How many gallons is this?
I think it's 12.
Okay, which is more than enough. This is what really caught my eye. This is a game changer. Not only is water, okay, so this is a pure water system, ROI. Normally, when you've got one of these, you're pulling it off the trailer, you're pulling it out of the bed of the truck, and they're cumbersome. Then you got to worry about your hoses. Then you got to connect a water feed to it so the whole thing works. And it becomes cumbersome, it becomes a little time consuming, and this is a phenomenal upsell. Just doing the exterior windows, adding that on to a house wash is gonna exponentially increase your average ticket price, which is what we all want. But what they have built here is, I love it. So I'm gonna actually talk to Casey because I want some of these brackets, but walk us through what you got here.
Yeah, this system's fantastic. I've had a water-fed pole in the past, running off of a slightly different model. But they sell this one and it's an upgrade, so I'm very happy with it. It functions horizontally just the same as it does standing up on the cart. So they have these mounts here so it's clean. It's also plumbed into a 12 volt, which pulls from the tank. So there's no more garden hoses to mess with, which is my favorite part. It just runs off the same battery as the machines. You flip your switch to on, flush, and you go through that process. And then that feeds to a reel that's dedicated for that line. So all I have to do is take my brush off, connect it, and I have 300 feet to go around just about any house from the street.
And this whole setup is great. The 12-volt pump feeding the water obviously eliminates the need, like you said, for an external water source. Then it's connected to the same battery, and this has got an alternator. So while he's running this, it's charging the battery. So you're not having to deal with all the bullshit that you deal with, like with a 12-volt Softwash system, where you're continually having to plug it in at night, charge it up, hope that it's going to last throughout the day. It's just a great functional setup that they've built, and it's so clean, and also easy to, if you needed to take it off or do something, super easy to do that. All aluminum, I'm assuming, or stainless steel. Aluminum, so there's no rust. The little brackets for the switch are great, really clean. And then on the other side, that is the hose reel with all of the water-fed tubing. So connect the brush right to this, get out there, knock out the windows, increase that average ticket price. Absolutely phenomenal.
The windows are by far our most profitable service, because you can just add it to just about any house wash, and with this system it takes half the time. It's a better result. If a house is really dirty, we just include window cleaning even when they don't ask, if you get that thick film, because you can wash it for a long time and you might still have a little bit of a residue or a haze, and we just add it.
Right.
And our clients are happy, and they just use this over and over again.
And we personally get asked all the time, are the windows going to be cleaned in the pressure washing or the soft washing process? And we say, yes, they are. They're not going to be squeegee clean. We wouldn't say water-fed pole clean, because most people don't know what it means. But when I say that, they're like, well, how much it is to do the windows? And, we add on a couple $100 and, like I said, make a little bit more money at the same house, not having to move around. And that's what we all want to do. So you've got the soft wash system, you got your proportioner. This is obviously from C3 as well. It's got the flush light, it's got everything that you need.
So this is actually through the P40 as well.
Okay.
So what I can do is run bleach neutralizer or surfactant.
Nice.
So it's just and those pull from the 2 soap tanks.
Very good. And you've got the remote Flow Pro.
Correct. Perfect.
Game changer. Do you like the remote? Did you have that on the other trailers?
I've had the remote. So my old trailer, I had a 12 volt, and then I've always downstreamed. I love downstreaming. I use the soft wash when needed, sort of thing. But I like being able to use 1% and just taking care of plants without trying.
Yeah.
It's just my style.
That's how we do it too.
With the remote downstream, I've always had that. It was one thing that I upgraded quickly on my old trailer, so I've grown accustomed to it.
Right.
It's worth the money.
Yeah. And then tanks, what is this, 225?
200.
200.
Yeah.
Got it. And then
100.
100. Nice. And I love all the straps. I love the way they've got it bolted down. No chance of it coming loose. This is a great setup. And this is a surface cleaner rack?
Correct. I just use the 20-inch.
Right.
Whirl away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a nice clean setup too. I like that. And then you got plenty of room for any additional upgrades if you choose to do that. But yeah, and so talk to me about the marketing that you're doing. Obviously, you're really good at branding. You've embraced that. Your logo and everything else is very memorable, especially in a coastal area, like spot on. So tell me a little bit about some of the other marketing that you're doing, and really what's had the best ROI for you?
It's kind of cliche, but branding is like the number one ROI, because if people know who you are and what you do, and if they know that they're your type of target client, then they're going to call you when they need you. So that doesn't require running ads. You might have to do a lot of the organic marketing to sort of stay top of mind, but if they know who you are and what you do, they're likely to at least call you for a quote or refer you to their friends.
Right.
So, and it's easier said than done. It doesn't happen quickly. It takes time. But like, I just started running Facebook ads this year. The first 2 years, I just did boots on the ground, like traditional marketing every single day.
Yeah.
And that's kind of snowballed to where I feel like I can actually afford to run ads without having to depend on them.
Yeah, and the boots on the ground, the consistency and the being relentless in that marketing is where a lot of guys stop and they fail because they don't see results instantly. And it's not an instant game, right? It takes time for that brand to build, for people to recognize you, to know you're in business. Then the phone starts ringing, then you get the word of mouth, then you get the repeat business. And like you said, that's when it all kind of starts to to kind of show the fruits of your labor. All right, so to close it out, if you have one bit of advice for, people that are getting started or are currently in business, what is it?
Don't spend all of your money on a trailer like I did. I did that 3 years after starting. I learned what it took to be efficient. I learned how to get jobs on my calendar. And I mean, there's 100 ways to do it the right way, but my best advice would be don't go finance a trailer and then worry about trying to find work. Get your calendar full, learn how to sell and market and build a brand, and get your numbers straight, and then go from there.
And make sure it's right for you, right?
Right, make sure you like it.
There are so many guys that go all in, trucks, trailers, like $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in debt. And then after a couple months, they're like, this is not for me, and that is not the way you want to be. So yeah, great advice. Again, thank you so much for spending some time with us today, and I'm going to let you get back to work.
Absolutely, good to meet you.
You too.